Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let us learn our lesson number 2, Aesop's Fables. Fables are short stories that have a moral or message for us, something to learn and keep in mind as we grow up. Most of the fables have animal characters who think and act just like human beings. Fables are short stories which have message or moral message for us that how should we behave, and the characters are animals and they behave like human beings. It is believed that many of the fables were first told by a wise person called Aesop. Aesop lived hundreds of years ago in a country called Greece. His stories became so popular that people passed them on from generation to generation. Many proverbs and sayings that we use today are based on these fables. Here are two well known fables. Who has written these fables? Aesop, it is the name of a person, and he was living in Greece and when hundreds of years ago, and his story is still so popular that we pass it to generation. Now let us see first fable. One day a beautiful stag came to a pool of clear water. As he bent down to drink, he saw his own reflection in the water. He was delighted with what he saw. Instead of drinking water, he kept looking at his own reflection. In this first story, we are known to the character, and that is stag. Stag means on page number 3, this is called a stag. So what he was doing? He was drinking water, and while drinking water he saw his reflection and he liked his antlers. He thought that his antlers are adding to his beauty. How handsome I look, he said himself. How beautiful are these curving antlers. How they add to my beauty. How graceful they look. Means he is so excited about himself that he has got very beautiful antlers. Then he moved nearer and saw his legs reflected in the pool. He was quite disgusted. Look at my legs. Oh, they are so ugly, all spindly with small feet. How I wish that nature had given me legs worthy of my stately antlers. But when he went forward and see reflection of his legs, he did not like it. He thought that he had got very long and thin legs. He did not like it. He thought that I have got such a beautiful wonderful antler, but I did not get beautiful legs, so he was sad. Now let us see page number 3. As he was brooding in this way, the stag heard an arrow going swish across the pool. At the same time, he picked up the scent of hunters. With a quick turn, he bounded away. His legs carried him swiftly into the forest. The hunters were hot on his trail, but they were no match for his speed. Soon the stag left the hunters far behind. We see a phrase here, and that is hot on his trail. It means very close to stag and about to catch. And who was doing that? Some hunters. We know that animals can guess or can know that some danger or some threat by scenting. So by sensing that hunter's threat, the antler is running, and soon, what happened? The stag left the hunters far behind, means now he is out of danger. Safe and out of the hunter's reach, the stag slowed down. Suddenly, without realizing it, he walked into a thicket. There were trees with strong branches growing close together, and alas, the same antlers of which he was so proud got caught in the thick growth. But as he was thinking he is out of danger, something happened that he walked into a thicket. Thicket means what? When many trees or bushes, etc., grow close together, they form a thicket. Means there were so many trees and bushes, means small uh, small trees or plants were there, and it got entangled with it. The stag tried to shake himself free, but the more he struggled, the more entangled his antlers got in the branches. When we see page number 3, the second picture, we can see that thicket means there was a tree and his antlers were entangled in it and he was trying to get out of it. Once again the stag could hear the hunters drawing close and grew afraid. At last, with great difficulty, he managed to free his antlers and bounded away. But what happened that time? He was trying to get out of it, but it was quite difficult for it. But somehow he managed to free his antlers and ran away from there. I realize now that my ugly feet saved my life. I was so proud of these handsome antlers, but they would have been the cause of my death. Very often we dislike the very things that are most useful to us. Now, the stag has got a lesson that sometimes we like the things and we don't like some things, but those don't like things or some things that we hate, sometimes they help us. So we can take this message for us. Now let us see second fable. The dog in the manger. Once a dog was looking for a nice and comfortable place to lie down. He came to the manger of an ox and jumped onto hay to rest. Now, in this story, we see a picture of two animals. One is a dog and one is of ox. So, dog wanted to lie down somewhere because he may be tired. It was a very hot afternoon. After a while, the ox returned from the field. He had worked hard in the hot sun and was now quite hungry. He stood in his stall and was planning to eat the hay that was put in the manger for him. However, when he reached for the hay, the dog saw him. Standing in the manger, he began to bark loudly at the ox. Each time that the ox came near and the hay, the dog snarled, barked, and snapped at the ox. He would not allow the ox to eat his hay. A box type thing is seen here that is called manger. So some hay is put there. Hay means what? We can call it the grass of means the grass which is eaten by the animals. So the dog was lying there and ox also returned from the field and it was so hot afternoon and that ox also worked hard, so he was hungry, so he was trying to eat some hay. Hay means what? Dried grass. But the dog did not like it and what he did, he started to snarl, bark and snap. Means the dog did not like, so he was making noises. He did not allow the ox to eat it. Oxen are generally peace-loving and patient animals. But finally the ox got upset and spoke firmly. Dog, if you wanted to share my dinner with me, I would not mind it. But you neither eat the hay nor allow me to enjoy it. It is of no use to you. Then why don't you let me have my favorite food? Don't begrudge others what you don't enjoy yourself. Now, the ox did not like it, but oxen are generally peace loving and patient, means they don't make noises or they don't disturb others like dogs. So, the ox has become angry, but he is not showing it to the dog. He is simply giving advice that dog, we know that dog does not eat dried grass, but the ox likes to eat it. But here the dog is not eating it and not letting the ox to eat it. So ox is explaining that if you don't want to eat it, please let me eat it. And dog says that this hay or this dry grass is my favorite food, and if you don't want to share it to me, then please eat it to me if you are not going to eat it. And he is giving a moral or message for us that don't begrudge. Begrudge means what? When we don't have something but the other person is having that quality or having that thing, we should not try to snatch it, or we should let them, those people, enjoy that quality or thing. In this way we have finished these two fables. I have given some answers of this exercise. I will explain the meaning of the question for you. Our first question: name the person who first these fables, means who told the fables. Second, what did the stag like about himself? Why? What did stag like and why? Third, what was the stag unhappy with? Why? Means why stag, what stag did not like and why? Fourth, what did the dog do when the ox went near the manger? Means we are asked the reason about the dogs barking here. Fourth, write the message of each of these two stories. Means what message we got from these stories, we should write it here. Question 3. Find the smaller words hidden in the following words. Means here are given some words and we should write hidden words there. Means we can make smaller words from the bigger one. Question 4. Find synonyms for. Synonyms means what? The words which have same meaning. Question 5. The stag saw his reflection in water. Name at least 3 things in which one may see a reflection. Name 3 things that do not reflect anything. Reflection uh, means in which things or where we see reflection and where we don't see our reflection. Question C. Find and write the names of 10 countries. Here I did not mention our own country because we know that India, and I just wanted to some other countries, that's why I did not write India there. But if you want to write, you can add as 11th number. Question 7. With the help of your teacher, make a collection of idioms and proverbs that mention birds and animals. Now let us see what is idioms. Idioms means what? Idioms means is a group of words established by uses as having a meaning and not brought from those the individual words. Let us see the examples. There are 5 examples of the idioms. Now what is proverb? Proverb means a short saying in general use. Means we can say that it is a kind of a advice. We can give this kind of advices as a proverb. In this way we have finished the lesson explanation and exercise also. If you liked my video, like it and write in the comment box and subscribe my channel. Thank you.